duty to stick my nose where it doesn't
Give me Phillipe. Come on.
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick now.
The magician strikes again. We're gonna put back. It's probably this. And why not just lock it now? I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, when I ask for a card, I'm gonna get it. Pure magic, baby. Pure. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another deck guide. For today, I have a Nilfgaard list that I've constructed, and I've really constructed this list keeping in mind the meta and the different feedback I've been hearing from my fellow Gwent players. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna build a list simply to destroy the meta. The current decks that you see out there, like Dwarfs, you know, Travelling Priestess, those kinds of decks in particular. So the leader ability that we're going to be using is Imprisonment. This allows you to lock an enemy unit and damage it by 3. We have 2 charges of this. The stratagem that we're using is Magic Lamp. You just get Djinn when we're going first. And bear in mind that this deck is a double Phillipe deck, being this unit here. We're going to play this twice. What we're going to do is transform Letho Kingslayer into another one. And the idea is that we have a very strong poison engine on the board, and we can kind of like destroy units very fast when these two are together over a long round. It can be very devastating. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. So at the bottom here, we're just going to start with these disloyal units that you see. I went ahead and added the Mage Infiltrator in just to give us some different dynamics in the deck we may need at some times. You never know when you might want to damage some units. So on deploy, what this card does is damage adjacent units by 3. On the death blow, move self to the opposite row, removing spying. So you get 1 point and you're doing 6 points of damage in total. Just use this as you need to, but if you think you don't need it, you can go ahead and play Dead Man's Tongue and thin this out with Dead Man's Tongue. Then we have the Emissary, disloyal unit going to your opponent's side of the board when played. Boost an ally by 7. Once again, these 2 disloyal units that you see here, they're kind of the cards you'd like to play Dead Man's Tongue into to thin out our deck. But obviously we have them in here also to synergize with Braithens to give him some units to play proactively with as well, right? Emissary is a good proactive play for Braithens into some rounds. Then we've got the Hunter that you see here. This deck has a heavy control emphasis, so I have added in multiple locks. We've got a lot of different types of control, and we will be looking to play this on the ranged strobe, so you get to lock a unit with this card. It's an aristocrat. It can help to trigger Masquerade Ball when we play Masquerade Ball. So yeah, it just gives us consistency with ball and more control. Just use it as you need to during a match. I've got Nausicaa Sergeant in here because from what I know, I think pretty much all of our units have a deploy. So it works pretty consistently in our deck having Sergeant. Whenever you play a unit with deploy, boosts off by 1. So it's a pretty consistent engine. Usually what you want to do with Sergeant is open up into the round with it and then play your subsequent cards out. But when we're going first, round 1, this is kind of the best first play you can do just to get some good engine value. And then you can save the other one maybe for round 3 as you play your other cards out. So for a bit of consistency in terms of removal in our deck, I've got Tourney Just in here. So you're just removing an enemy unit shield, damaging it by 4. We can also use this to boost. So maybe Just is good for Phillipe. You know, you can boost him up, give him a bit of protection. But yeah, like I said, other than that, it just adds some more control to our deck. So I've got Duchess Informant here, another disloyal unit to synergize with Braithens. You're just basically going to be spawning and playing a base copy of a non-disloyal bronze enemy unit. So whatever bronzes your opponent has on their side of the board, you can go ahead and use them back on them. You kind of want to play Informant out when you have Braithens down to trigger with the Assimilate value. But they do seem to be like decent to use round 1. And they do synergize with the Dames too, because whenever an enemy unit receives a status, boosts off by 1. So as we play these out, Dames get a boost. So they're pretty consistent in our deck. Then we've got Mage Assassin here. Mage Assassin is simply to give our deck thinning, so we've got better odds of getting to our golds. I didn't play Calvate in this list because the way the build is, tactics didn't really feel good. So I went for a different consistency option with the Mage Assassin thinning style and also Dead Man's Tongue. So basically what you want to do is always have Mage Assassin in your deck, and they're going to get thinned out through Blightmaker. You play Blightmaker down on the board, select that unit from your deck, it comes out, and you're doing 2 random damage on the board. Go ahead and play your Blightmaker thinning package out round 1. That's the optimal way to play those cards. So these are a combination. Thirsty Dames are in here to give consistency for Masquerade Ball, so we have the units that we need to trigger the chapters. And as I said, we're giving a lot of statuses through Phillipe, the disloyal units, through our leader, even with the Van Morlehem Hunter units doing locks and bleedings. So Dame's going to get some good value in a deck like this. And really what you want to do with Dame is play it out when you're playing Masquerade Ball. Usually we're going for a long round 3, so you play it then. Dead Man's Tongue is just for thinning and consistency. We're going to be looking to banish bronze units. So what you want to do is the bronze units that you want to select will be Emissary and will also be Mage Infiltrator. Bear in mind, if it comes to the point that you're at the end of a match and you hadn't have used Dead Man's Tongue yet and you just pull it round 3, you can banish a gold card. So maybe there's a good gold card that you missed, and maybe that will give you more value than banishing bronzes at that time. So keep it in mind. You can use it kind of as a bit of a point slam thing at the end of a match too. But what you want to do is commit Dead Man's Tongue, Blights round 1 for optimal value. If not by the latest round 2, you want to get these out of the deck so we get to our golds, okay? So with Phillipe, there's a bit of an emphasis with our deck that we're really looking to focus on using this as the powerhouse move of our deck. So on deploy, if you control a vampire, you're gaining Zeal. And the order is that you give Doom to an enemy unit. That's how you start off. If it already has a status, you're actually locking it. If it has more than 1 status, you poison it. Cooldown 1. So round 3, when we play Ball, try to get Phillipe down early to get good engine value out of him, followed by Letho Kingslayer into Phillipe, so you've got 2 on the board, and we just want to target like 1 unit at a time, right? So one of the Philippes, you're going to give a status to a unit, and then with the second one, you give another status to that exact unit, and on the next turn, you can destroy it, giving double poison. So that's the idea with Phillipe here, all right? We do have Defender in here. This is for when we're committing Masquerade Ball, and Phillipe in particular. That's why I have Defender. It's really for Phillipe more than anything else. But like I said, it gives Masquerade Ball protection from a heat wave. So Defender feels nice here. It also protects the Dames because we're expecting them to climb. So what you can do into round 3, you can go ahead and commit Defender first thing. And then after Defender, you're committing Masquerade Ball, followed by the Dames and Phillipe. Okay, so it gives protection. For some control, we have Yennefer's Invocation. Place an enemy unit at the top of your deck. Maybe round 1 you want to take something that you can steal and use back against your opponent, or you can just save this at the end of the match for some Tall Punish. Another Tall Punish card could be Vincent here. On deploy, you're destroying an enemy unit with status. So bear in mind, Vincent's really good when you're coming up against your opponent's defenders, okay, because that's a status, being a defender unit. So you could use Vincent to get through the opponent's line, but also as a backup plan, just remember that Phillipe gives status. So in giving a status, you can help set up Vincent so it doesn't feel so awkward. So there's some good synergies in this deck. Then we've got Letho Kingslayer here, transform into a base copy of a unit without changing power. We're looking to use Letho into Phillipe. So when you initially play Phillipe, the next thing you're going to do is play Letho Kingslayer down on the board into the other copy of Phillipe. Also bear in mind, you can transform into a base copy of any unit. I believe that's how this card works. So if your opponent has a good unit, go ahead and copy their unit too if you think that could be a better option at that time. But usually this is the most optimal thing we'll be doing during a match. So we've got Braithens here, assimilate unit, deploy, create and play a bronze disloyal unit from your starting deck. So you're going to play Informant, Emissary, Infiltrator. Most of the time, the best play you can do is use Braithens to generate an Informant and copy your opponent's bronzes out. But if you're bleeding into a round and you've got no copy targets, that's why we have Emissary in this deck. You're going to go ahead and play Emissary at that time. You can use Braithens to help you secure round control. I feel that's okay. But try to save him otherwise for when you're playing Bull. I think it's probably more optimal if you play him that way. Then we've got Officer in here. We're a Devotion deck. So we're going to be playing Officer on the final transformation, Emperor. We get to spawn operatives in each enemy row, giving them spying. So this will go ahead and trigger Thirsty Dames. So we get some more value out of the Dames round 3 when playing Bull. It's an aristocrat, so it gives Masquerade Bull consistency too. And just keep in mind, whenever you play an agent, boost off by 1. And then to finish, we've got Masquerade Bull here. Pretty strong card. It generates control for us. We can destroy a unit through the poisons given by Fangs of Empire. And yeah, it's pretty nasty when we get this going. We get a Dame as well. So this is kind of a card we're going to look to seal the deal with when playing a match. All right, so you can play that round 3. Okay, so since that's a rundown of the list, now I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how you want to execute the strategy of this deck at best. We're going to talk in terms of having the optimum hand, but you just do your best to play from there, obviously. In the best case scenario, round 1, you want to go ahead and open up with Sergeant, followed by Blight Makers, both of them, thinning out both Mage Assassins. You play Dead Man's Tongue. Outside of that, you can consider committing Braithens, maybe the Informants, and Hunter's Joust, okay? Let's say that wins you round control. You want to push for round control with this deck because a long round 3 is where we're strongest, I feel, with all our control options. Into a long round 3, you open up with Defender. You're going to go ahead and play Bull next. Then you go ahead and get your Dames down. And then as soon as you can, you get Phillipe for that Poison Destruction value, followed by Letho into Phillipe. And then what you do from there is just you start destroying units with the double Phillipe combination. You look to commit Vincent later towards the end of the match with Yennefer. And you also got Usurper Emperor here at the end of the match for a nice bit of a point swing. So I hope you're going to enjoy the following matches, and please share your feedback down below. Ah, crap. Alright, we didn't get our thinning package. Easy win.
History lies buried here.
Let's hope we get our thinning package at least next turn though. We gotta get to our cards. We've got a few good golds in hand.
Beaters forward. Let the hum begin.
I think it's an early pass for us in this case. I believe so.
No horse, I said. Wanted the exercise, I said.
We're gonna keep our better stuff and just pass. pass on 7. Then we're going to look for Blight Makers, Dead Man's Tongue, play that into round 2.
Do not test my patience.
Well, you know what? That's interesting because if they want the other charge, they have to play into it. So that gives us a long round, which is what we want if they're going to do that. Because they're going to be 2 cards down. Wow, goes for it? They want a long round against me. Really? Alright. Interesting. Unless they decide to bleed me in round 2. 2 cards down.
Don't ever expect your opponents to line up.
What's up, Gossip? How are you? Thanks for coming on. Nice to see you here. This is my next anti-meta deck that I've formulated to beat this exact deck you're seeing. And also Dwarfs. What? That's strange. And they didn't click location? I'm not sure, guys. Was this some misplays going down? Well, hey, I'm happy we got thinning. I'm feeling good. So they can't use this now. Or they're gonna play into this round. Thanks so much for the prompt subscription, my friend. Really, really appreciate that. In service of the anti-meta, I got you covered, don't worry. Guys, they've just wasted their location. I don't know. So all we need is Defender and Phillipe. Thirsty Dame's good. A Lock's good as well. We might keep the extra lock over the Dame. Well, it's not all so bad. It's still points at the end of the match. But we missed Phillipe here. What can you do? Happens.
Onward, onward! To be showered with imperial gold on the wind.
Clicking locations. They didn't click. Yeah. I'm not sure why it was played like that. Maybe they miscalculated.
To slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Well, maybe we get Phillipe through this. If we thin, and then we play Braithens into that, we might get it.
bring death. Quite literally.
Freedom!
Oh dear. Have I something in my tea?
Sunset Wanderers. We want that to be our poison target, don't we? It's gonna be big. We've got Tall Punish, we've got Yennefer anyway. Yeah, we've got another lock for that. It's fine.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't
Give me Phillipe. Come on.
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick now.
The magician strikes again. We're gonna put back. It's probably this. And why not just lock it now? I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, when I ask for a card, I'm gonna get it. Pure magic, baby. Pure magic. You see? Defender protects ball. It's alive. And now we're gonna get into the poisons, since that's come out. This is perfect, man. It's fantastic value we got going on here. Ah, beautiful. All day. All day. Ah, this is gonna be nice, man. Wait until Letho comes down. Ah, we're just gonna wreck now. You shouldn't have messed with my magic. I warned you. You didn't want to listen.
I'll gladly help.
That's fine, we got another. There's another where that came from. It's all good, my friends. Plenty more where that came from.
I'll behave, I promise.
I promise to behave for you. This is just nasty now. Ah, this is gonna get nasty. Ah, it's gonna be good.
Art thou worthy?
Yeah, we can lock that with Hunter. It's fine.
Awaiting your orders.
Few poachers dare venture into the
That could be a Vincent target. Oh wow. Complete control. Wow, look at that. 15.
The world is in
I mean, there's a lot of points. Right. It's no joke. Well, this is great because they're boosting things with the status. So we're kind of happy. It's probably this now.
All I do for the
Thank you so much for the follow. Geralt Igni sends his regards. Blasting you into the stream with us.
Blessed be the sunrise and the sunset.
If only we had double Phillipe, we would have been completely wiping out the board.
Necessary for one's
Look at that control. How many times can you replay that thing? Jeez. That almost makes me think like I should just spend Vincent on that then, shouldn't I? Or Yennefer. Isn't that the best thing to do? I should just commit Yennefer to that next time I see it. Because that's where they're getting all their value from. Just replaying this. So if I go Yennefer onto that, that's probably the best line. I'll remember that next time if I see it. Thank you so much for the follow, truly appreciate it. Legal roping. There's another. Thank you, Yakuza. Really appreciate that. Means a lot. We got it, my friends. Anti-meta deck is here. They're going first. We missed our thinning cards. Okay. No, I don't have that one. Yeah, testing time. Xavier?
good week better under old King Desmond.
My hand's a bit gold heavy for round one. Spawn 2 rowdy dwarves ranged.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Yeah, true. That's what I plan to do, man, because yeah, these cards don't make sense to commit here. But yeah, generally like we just want a long round 3 with our deck, you know? So yeah, I'll pass now. At least they didn't play any resilience units, so the bleed isn't crazy dangerous. Yeah. Well, if we won round control, we could determine that. That's what you want to do. But yeah, you're right. Obviously, their strategy is to bleed the crap out of you. Neither side committing too much here. Not me or them. Now we're going to see what comes up. I want to get my thinning package now. I want to find Blight Makers. Dead Man's Tongue's good. Okay, we'll see. We didn't thin properly this match. What do you like? Yeah, it didn't really make sense putting tactics in this one. So I didn't go for it. Yeah, True Frost. But yeah, guys, this is a double Phillipe deck. That's why we've got Letho Kingslayer in here. We're hitting Letho into where is he? Yeah, there, into Phillipe. This is how I usually go for my NG decks. I usually go for this kind of a build.
Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, grumpy, dopey, and bashful. I've stood upon the shoulders of giants.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
How's this one work again? Maybe just go for the resilience on it.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Oh, it needs armor. So it doesn't have. Oh, that's right. Their leader gives armor, right? So yeah, I can't really synergize that somehow, can I? Unless I copied a unit.
All gentlemen have their vices.
What's up, Nap?
Leave it to us.
I'm kind of bleeding us a bit here. Maybe we thin first. Passes.
Oh dear. Have I something in my teeth?
I'm not sure if they've got Heat Wave. I think it might work like that, Z, yeah. Because Deep Blow is resolved first, yeah? Oh, it's a nice hand. So we just want like 1, 2. Maybe we want to keep locks. Should I just keep this? Yes! Ah, man, I love it. I always pull the cards on E, baby. Hell yeah. All day, all day. I think we just open up straight up with ball.
A superb specimen. Truly.
Nice. I don't really want to waste the poison, do I? If I play an aristocrat, we're poisoning a unit now, so...
A shame I have no.
Yes, Braithen's into emissary. I agree with that.
Ah, satisfying as plucking a right apple. Dance with me, death.
Like, the best sequencing is for me to get Dame down first, yeah? Because as we give status a boost, isn't it?
My, the Van Norlands, they truly spoil us.
Should we take one of these out? Maybe?
Of caught a scent. Drinking can be hazardous to your health.
We could save Leader for Brewer. And maybe Yennefer for Tall Punish. Yeah, but I gotta play my aristocrats out, and I gotta get some value out of that, I think. It's kind of what I had to do, I feel.
You baldy-faced baby.
Now we can save it. Now I don't have to do it. Yes, yes, yes.
My favorite quarry? Well, fugitives, of course.
We could work into it, hey. Maybe we're working into it, and it's still, the road's still clogged. Like, we just take it easy like that, see what they do.
Right! Come on! Who's back? I'm coming for you.
We need room for this though. Emperor.
Mahakam!
Giving armor. I could leave this and not click it.
Wash this blood from my hands.
Yes, yes. Yep. I'm just thinking of my leader, like... We'll see. I think I hold leader still.
You waiting around hoping I'll croak you, badger?
So did they miss Brewer? Or they're just trying to play it super late.
I've never run from no one, and I'm not about to start.
Yeah, we don't really have a great target to damage, but I think it's just this.
You waiting around, open up,
Yeah.
rock, you badger.
Should be good.
Right.
Yes! Bring it on! I got you! Nice! Pro-rank ba- This will be good for that card that moves cards up to the top of the deck. I forgot what it's called. Centurion something? Was it Centurion Envoy? If they play it for Zeal, we could kill it. Yes. There it is.
No horse, I said. Wanted the exercise, I said.
There we go.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
That's what I want to see. These top meta decks. Bring me your most fierce meta decks. We'll come around to it. I've got to get Sergeant down first. We just want a long round against this deck. They're not control heavy as far as I know. They're just about, you know, that priestess play.
It is how I punish those who irritate me.
I think so. It's looking like it.
I wonder what my sneeze would have captured this time.
Bad feeling about this.
Crap, they're up by a lot of points here. Maybe we're passing. I think we're passing. I couldn't get the thin out.
The mark, we aim above the mark.
Yeah. Pass seems reasonable. These are good to resist the bleed with Braithens. And we'll find Dead Man's Tongue. And then we can do it. I might not click again just to, in case I get the other thinning package. We'll just keep it. Amphibious Assault. Yeah, we're locking that with Leader.
We didn't come here to build.
Oh, they already play it. Wow. They could be getting ready to pass then. Don't you think? Okay, so they want to push. Really? I don't know if it's good for them to push.
I bring death. Quite literally. Who takes an interest in commons? No one.
I wish I had something to copy for Braithens.
Look behind you. Oh, come on. Just one look.
Yeah, but we got a ton of control.
Little cuckoo perched upon a fence.
Stress release is necessary for one's health.
Because their strategy is greedy. And we have control. We got like tool punish and everything. No target to copy.
True love could lift the curse, but who would love such a freak?
Your humble servant. To arms!
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Hey, Neue in Esta!
Probably going Letho here.
No worries, my lord. I'll remain unseen. Sure.
I'll behave, I promise.
Well, we're killing that next anyway. Yeah, they're going card down. I don't. Maybe I can save Letho.
Everyone has their secrets.
Well, we have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to play... Well... Yeah, I think it's... Informant should be fine.
Her grace will not be pleased.
If they play, we just go Letho. Yeah, that's it. Good. Now we're just looking for Defender, the Thirsty Dames. Lock's gonna be really good. Maybe we don't even need... Do we need Defender? They're not control heavy. But I'll give it another click. I think this should be good for us.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's unbecoming.
Don't ever expect your opponents to line up.
A superb specimen.
We can go Letho into another Dame. That's still value here. Still fine.
Awaiting your orders.
The Vormorlaham's detest intruders.
For more value, I'm gonna go this. We go like this.
Goddamn fools.
A taste of Northland, is it?
That's right. Yes, great. Okay.
My rule will be strong, my rule will be righteous.
Yeah, should be good.
To slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
Wow, look at this. Jeez. Like, I've got the answer for it, but it's just crazy to see this. That boosting.
Good show. Masterfully excellent.
There it is, baby. This is what I built this deck for. And there you go. There's your victory over Travelling Priestess. As you can see. Ah, crap. How does it go against Mill? Depends on your ability to get round control. If you can win round 1, just bleed them 2-0. You could do it. It's just the roll of the dice, you know what I mean? Like, what are they going to hit from your deck in the meantime? Do you get the cards you need for tempo round 1? It's a bit of a thing like that, you know? Our hand's actually pretty bad here. Crap, man. Give me a good hand so I can get round control. Jeez. Yeah, that's how it works, Gossip. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Dwarf Berserker? I really don't think we're going anywhere like this. Nah, we can't really.
The Van Moorlands, they truly spoil.
Probably just save our hand and just pass on 7. Wow, we got Yarpin out already?
Those gunners are in for a wonderful.
Well, it's unfortunate. We gotta do something.
True love could lift the curse, but who would love such a
We gotta do something.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Boost off by 4, 7. Bad hands out of my control. Can't do much about that. I really didn't want to play Braithens here because I know we're not doing much this round. Why did that trigger assimilate? Did that trigger assimilate then? Did it really? could have sworn that just boosted. Oh crap. Yeah, we're losing on even.
We'll put Mahakam boots to Imperial access.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Let's hope we get Blight Makers. And I can use the Resilience unit back. There we go. Let's see how we go, guys. Let's hope they didn't get a strong hand to really push us badly here. Berserker.
Dance! Dance! Dance with me there!
The Von Warlehams detest intruders.
I'm doing that to stay up on points. Next we play Hunter. Crap.
Let us put an end to this nonsense, this farce.
Gone for Zoltan.
Improvise.
Probably get card advantage from us. But at the same time, we got carryover there. We got the resilience unit. Not bad. It's something. We kill Zoltan.
Don't ask a lady her age. It's unbecoming.
Okay, we got carryover. It's not completely terrible. Yeah, I think we're just going heavy on the locks, yep. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm not going to click again, even though Defender's there. They're not control heavy anyway.
Oh dear. Have I something in my teeth?
If they play Defender, we go Vincent.
I bring death, quite literally.
Let's see if they give us a good target. For the poisons. Only 3, yeah. It increases by the number of Zoltans in the deck. Well, I guess we're going for it. Looking alright. Yep, now we go Vincent there. So they're trying to bait out our poison. Yes, yes. There we go. Yeah, he's missing. Yeah, that's right. Only playing this one, I believe. Great. Look at that, guys. We survived the bleed beautifully. Really nice.
Might be none too tall, by cracked skulls as well as any other.
Beaters, forward! Let the hunt begin.
Look at this control.
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morloham's wood.
Yes. Look at that.
Alright.
You reckon we got it? It's Ursine.
Let's get this over with.
Yes. Oh, so good. So good. Anti-meta. Let's go, team. Let's go. Per rank. Elden Ring boss. Oh, what?
I do not do this for power. Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst. No stench for foul and flesh.
I've got no idea what this is. Yes. In the final form. I don't want to damage Melusine, dude. I want to freaking take it.
Fill our hearts with roar.
I mean, we've got answers for a lot of these cards. Invo's great, as you guys said. Yeah, exactly. Nice. So if they resurrect from graveyard, we just take it. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I could do this all day.
You simply must pay my estate a visit one day. Stress release.
I think Vincent's better here because we actually want to steal Melusine, use it for a point slam.
Life's one never-ending fight. The Von Wallerhams detest intruders.
Well, how many purifiers do they have?
Let
Two?
their blood break their bones and spirit.
I trust you have sharpened.
I'll just lock it now. Yeah, we invo. Oh, they've gone defender. Okay.
Let us put an end to this nonsense this fast.
We answer it that way, so then we take Melusine. All in a short round should win it for us. Passes? Probably they pass. Yeah, look at that. Bye-bye. Here we go. Pro rank, here I come. I'm coming for you. We're gonna get Masquerade Ball now, and that's it. We're gonna clean up. Probably look for another lock over a Dame. Or, pardon me, over an Informant. What else do I have in there? Well... yeah, I'll click again. I think we'll get something good. Wow, we got Joust. Okay. Happens.
Oh dear. Have I something in my teeth?
Not getting to play Melusine, but we've got answers. Oh, so Just did come in handy. We're improvising, baby. Right.
Accept our sacrifice.
I mean, I'm just copying that back onto my own unit, aren't I? I don't know if I want to activate poison now.
Take him to the woods and release the hounds.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
Clear up our lines. Seen it all already, and then some.
Her Grace will not be pleased. Just a peek. That is all I need.
Feels good. Feels really good. That's going to be our poison target.
Show me what goes in your ears.
A taste of snorkeling, is it?
Come on. Surely we have this. We played it really good. They're leaving it?
Improvise.
My, the Van Moorlands, they truly spoil us. Show mercy, I beg you. Grant me death, swift and clean. May not run free, just in case.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh, what the hell just happened?